I'm with Ben Greenhalgh after today's loss against Sheppey in the Velocity Cup. Ben, what's your thoughts?
Really disappointed in the second half, and it's not something that we're accustomed to with our performance levels. I think all the standards that we've set so far, we just completely let go in that second half. But we said before the game that our main focus was always going to be on the league, but we went with a game plan to try and work on things, to try and work on a bit of a different shape, different patterns. And I think the first half it was brilliantly executed. We dominated from 15 to 45 minutes. We scored one goal, which is, we've been saying we've got to come in one up at half time, and our second half performances have generally been very strong. And I don't know what happened in the second half, and we've got to really look at that, but our application was really poor as a whole team. I think a little bit of a disrespect to the competition, a bit of a disrespect to the fans that all came out there tonight to support us, and it's not something that they've seen all season. And I think, like Flan just said in there, that we can allow that as a one-off, but that can't happen again. And I think my question is how much is it hurting? And I think we're not used to it. Players aren't used to it, so I think that will hurt them, and there just has to be a reaction for Saturday. And like I said before, our main focus was always on the league. I think players did play within themselves a little bit tonight because their heads are on Saturday. We've had to pull a couple of players out. We've obviously gone with a couple of new players. Hobbsy's played tonight. And look, Hobbsy's been brilliant for the games he's had. He's made the one mistake that has caused the penalty, which he's beaten himself up about. But at the end of the day, I don't think we looked after him well enough tonight in the way that we did in sort of the previous games that he's played in. So a lot of disappointing factors. I think it was just a lack of effort in the second half, which we just can't afford to see again.
Okay, so we're back on to league action again on Saturday against Phoenix Sports. Any thoughts on that one?
Look, there's certain things that did work tonight. We've got to sort of take those things on to Saturday, and there were certain things that we wanted to see and we did see. But like I said, we can't afford to apply that minimum amount of effort, because in a league game, if you're dropping points, which we have done of late, I don't think Saturday's game was due to a lack of effort. It was due to a bit of a lack of quality, not scoring enough goals, and a couple of mistakes in horrible conditions. So we need to completely get our heads around on Thursday to go and work harder, try and rally everyone together and see where we're at. Obviously, we've got a couple of short-term knocks. The only one that has probably been a little bit longer than we expected was Ben Allen. And he has been a big miss. We showed what quality he had in those two games, and he was eager, and he's been rushing to get back week after week, and just every time he's nearly there, he's a little bit off it. So we won't see Ben on Saturday, and we're hoping to sort of get him back to action from there onwards, and hopefully he can recover and come in and have a really good run-in with us, because if you look at where we're at, we're now way over half of the season. Obviously not in the league, but I think we've played 29 games. We've got 25 league games to go, so it has been a brilliant start to the season. Couple of poor games in there, especially tonight. But we need to go back into league form and try and keep the momentum and keep our unbeaten run going.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.